Hi, my name's Yakov Darling Khan. I'm an everyday shaman, a contemporary shaman, and shamanism has become incredibly popular in the last 2 to 3 decades, and there's been an awful lot of misinformation about what shamanism is. So I'm here today to share with you 7 interesting facts that you may not know about shamanism. So here's the first one. Shamanism, in general, does not require you to believe in anything. Shamanism is about direct experience. It's about being able to experience for yourself the reality of the interconnected nature of life, how you and I and the powers of nature and the force of life and the divine presence of life are absolutely interconnected. And when we experience that directly, through the body, through the heart, we know it. It's a deeper knowing than we could have through being told. It's a deeper knowing than we could have from reading it in a book. It's direct experience. Number 2, everyday shamanism is for everyday people like you and me. And what I mean by that is over the past 30 years, I've worked with literally thousands of people from all around the world. I've worked with people in Africa, in the Arctic Circle, in the Amazon, all throughout Europe, in the USA, in South America, rich and poor, young and old. So everybody has something that is utterly unique and of great value to offer. And the practice of shamanism is designed to bring you to the place where you can listen and receive and know that for yourself in a deeply embodied sense. Point number 3. The past, far from being a problem, in shamanism we see the past and everything that's happened, even our traumas, even our difficulties, we see the past as a source of high octane energy for living now. We have the capacity within us to turn around and face our past and to transform our relationship to it, to choose the meaning that we give to the experiences that we've had, and to turn our experiences into medicine, into our offering, into a deeper sense of purpose and meaning of who we are. So point number 4 is really fascinating. Modern research and ancient shamanism are coming together through neuroscience, through understanding a little bit more how the brain works. So shamanism and science are much closer together than you might think. So, for instance, there's been a lot of research into the brain states that we go into when we drum, when we go into trance, when we meditate deeply. And I find this really fascinating, how modern science, the research into the brain, the neurology of the body, the neurons in the gut, how we function as human beings, is that there is a meeting now between what the shamans of old, of antiquity, knew and what we're discovering through science. So human beings in general are super interested in changing their states. It's been estimated that the economy for changing states is worth up to $4.5 trillion a year. That's a huge amount of energy that we humans put into looking for a change of state, whether that's with a glass of wine, a cup of coffee, or the shaman's drum. We are looking for altered states constantly. We're looking for that space where the mind quietens, where our imagination opens, where we connect with the heart, where we feel directly our connectivity with the living earth underneath us, with the sun rising in the morning. And one of the deepest ways we have in shamanism of changing states, and probably one of the healthiest, is the shaman's drum. The shaman's drum played at between 110 and 130 beats per minute for 7 minutes will change your brain state. It will bring the brain into a more relaxed state, into a more open state, into a more creative state. It will connect us to the power, the emotional power of our own hearts. And in that condition, we're able to understand much more deeply issues that may be bothering us, to bring our problems, our challenges, our creative problems to that state and to gain access to a much deeper intelligence. Point number 6 is practice makes the master. And shamanism is the same. What we practice, what we give our attention to, grows. So everybody is capable of experiencing the benefits of shamanism, of experiencing our actual connection to the powers of nature, to the waters, to the fire, to the earth, to the wind. And when we practice that connection, whether we're walking in nature, whether we're dancing, whether we are sitting under our favorite tree, and we give our attention to the aliveness and the power that's in nature and its effect on us, the more attention we give to those relationships, the deeper they go. So that in a normal everyday sense, when we're walking to work, when we're just busy on our screens, and we just take a moment to give our weight through the chair to the ground beneath us and remember that we're all children of this earth. One of my teachers, a man called Victor Sanchez, used to have us chanting to the rising sun. He used to have us go and watch the rising sun and run on the spot until the sun was fully in the sky, and then from our hearts shout out our intention for the day. And one of the things he said you must always repeat is it's that we are all children of the sun, and it's our nature to shine. And that really, it brought such a lot of brightness into my day-to-day life. Point number 7, I want to introduce you to the shamanic law of reciprocity. Reciprocity is balance between giving and receiving. And one of our challenges as a species at the moment is that we are mostly focused on what we don't have. We're kind of hungry for more. And shamanism teaches us to receive the goodness of the life that we are given, the goodness of the breath, the goodness of waking up in the morning and feeling the heart beating, to say thank you to life, to recognize death as a teacher, reminding us that our life here is precious, reminding us of the miracle of everyday life, to receive. The more we receive the gift of our life, the deeper we can give. And yet also, the more we give of ourselves, the more we can receive. And reciprocity is a figure of 8. It's an infinity loop. And when there's anything in the way of my giving or my receiving, my giving or my receiving, then that channel is lessened. Our capacity to give and receive is diminished. And through dance, through movement, through shamanic healing, through ceremony and ritual, we are able to clear out this channel so that we become the power that we are. We become the force that we are. And we can give everything we've got. And there is nothing more satisfying in this life than giving the gifts that are unique to us, sharing them. That's the deepest receiving we can have. My name's Yakov Darling Khan, and I'm really wishing you a beautiful day on planet Earth, where you receive the blessing of this life and share the strength and the power that's in you for the benefit of all. Thank you.